Hi everyone. We're going to find the exact value of four problems here. The first one we have is cosine of 5 pi over 12. And I'm going to use the sum and difference identities here because this isn't on our unit circle. So I'm going to rewrite this as cosine of, 2 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. And when I reduce this, I get cosine pi over 6 plus pi over 4. I'm going to use my sum and difference identities, leaving this having two different angles here, as cosine of alpha. Well, let me just write out here. Cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, minus, remember the signs change, sine of alpha, sine of beta. So what we get is we're going to have cosine of pi over 6, cosine of pi over 4, minus sine, sine of pi over 6, sine of pi over 4. Cosine of pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 2. Cosine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Minus sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. And sine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. So for my numerator, I'm going to get square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4. If I pull out the 1/4 here, this is a better way to write it. You have square root of 6 minus square root of 2. Okay. The next one is cosine as well. And it's going to be cosine of 7 pi over 12. I'm going to rewrite this as cosine of 3 pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12. If I simplify this, I get cosine of pi over 4 plus pi over 3. So our formula, this is your alpha and beta. Remember your formula is cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, minus sine of alpha, sine of beta. So we get cosine of pi over 4, cosine of pi over 3, minus sine of pi over 4, sine of pi over 3. Okay, so cosine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2 minus square root of 2 over 2 times the square root of 3 over 2. So this is going to be square root of 2 over 4 minus square root of 6 over 4. And this equals 1/4 times the square root of 2 minus the square root of 6. Okay. The next one I have is another cosine. So we have cosine of pi over 12. Now in this case, I'm going to rewrite this as cosine of 4 pi over 12 minus 3 pi over 12. This is your alpha minus beta. So the formula for that of cosine of alpha minus beta equals cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, plus, remember you're changing the signs here, sine of alpha, sine of beta. Okay, and I need to rewrite this. So we have cosine, if I reduce these, that's going to be pi over 3 minus pi over 4. So this will be cosine of pi over 3 cosine pi over 4 plus sine of pi over 3 sine of pi over 4. Cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2. Cosine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Sine of pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. And sine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. So you can get square root of 2 over 4 plus square root of 6 over 4. And that would be your answer. That's your exact value. Or you can write it better. Just pull out the 1/4 and write it this way. It's a little better. Okay, we have one more. Let's do one with sine. The one we have for sine is sine of pi over 12. It's the same thing but with sine. So I'm going to write this as sine of 4 pi over 3. Whoops. Let me erase this. Alright, so this would be sine of 4 pi over 12, just like we did with cosine, minus 3 pi over 12. And which is sine of pi over 3 minus pi over 4. Now my formula for sine is sine of alpha cosine of beta. It's a minus, and you keep that, minus cosine of alpha sine of beta. And we're just going to substitute. So sine of alpha, well, let's write it in. Sine of pi over 3 cosine of pi over 4 minus cosine of pi over 3 cosine of pi over 4. So this is going to give me sine of pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. Cosine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2. Cosine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. So this gives me square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 2 over 4, which equals 1/4 times the square root of 6 minus the square root of 2. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.